Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
All right, an American YouTuber under arrest in India after visiting a remote island that is off limits to visitors. Mikhailo Polakov from Arizona was arrested back in March. Police say the 24-year-old recorded himself leaving a can of Diet Coke on North Sentinel Island in an attempt to make contact with the tribe that lives there. The Sentinelese tribe, which is known for killing outsiders, has been isolated from the rest of the world for thousands of years. Polyakov is set to appear in court next week. He faces up to 5 years in prison. All right.
Hey, what's going on, family? This is Tyler from No Picks Podcast.
What up, fam? Joe, No Picks Podcast.
Hi, I'm Chelsea.
Thanks for joining us, Chelsea. All right, so y'all saw the clip. I'm gonna go with Chelsea first. Chelsea, what's your thoughts on this YouTuber coming to this isolated tribe, getting 5 years, well, potentially getting 5 years for making contact?
I mean, I feel like he kind of deserves it if it's already a, island that he's not supposed to be on, and then he leaves trash on their island.
Right. So, what you think, Joe?
I think that where was the guy from? Was the guy? Please don't tell me he was American.
He was American. He was like from like Kentucky or some shit.
Oh God, I was really hoping that he wasn't American.
Right. He had a weird name though. It was like a Russian name. It was like Bodnikov or something like that. But he was like from Kentucky. So.
Well, listen. All right. So my initial thought is, you got to respect people's customs, right? Now, I'm not saying it's okay to just detain people or kill visitors, because I don't know, that's a huge cultural difference. But like, this place is they're known, except for killing visitors, right? And he willingly went in there trying to find something. What do you want, with a Diet Coke? I
left
remember
a Diet
some
Coke.
of the clip.
Yeah.
Right. But I just think if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. This is a perfect example of that. Like, he tested the waters, he effed around and found out, and now he's detained now? So
yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think it was warranted. I think it was stupid. And like I said, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's my first thought.
So this reminds me of, you know how both of y'all will agree to y'all. Every couple of years we hear these stories about some dumbass white person from like America somewhere goes into North Korea and get his dumbass 20 years in a fucking camp. Don't they fuck? Every couple of years we hear a story like that. You'd be like, why the fuck did you do that shit, bro? Like, you'd be sitting there like, you're a dumb, like, bro, you walk 2 blocks in North Korea, they'll be like, look at your fucking eyes. Look at your, like, you're not one of us, bro. Like, we sending your dumbass in jail. We don't want outsiders in this motherfucker. And it's always a fucking dumbass white college kid with a stupid ass backpack and some pictures trying to be like, oh, look at us crossing the border, guys. Some dumbass white person getting his ass locked the fuck up, getting 20 years in a camp, dicking digits or whatever the fuck they do, eating whatever the fuck they eat over there, bro. You deserve this shit. You deserve every second of it, for real. And this dude is going to this place where these people are known to be hostile to outsiders. They don't want your fucking iPad. They don't want your Sprite. They don't want none of that shit. They want to have their customs, hunt, eat wild boar, or whatever the fuck they want to do. But you want to go in there and start trying to do some shit. And I'm sure you recorded yourself, this dumbass. I'm sure they're going to use that as evidence in the thing.
Yeah.
It's a restricted island for a reason. Sentinel Island, they call it. You can't just come out there and be like, okay, we here now. They might fucking kill you.
They might kill you. They might kill you. And it's like we forget, and I'm speaking generally about Americans, but I definitely feel like there's something truly American about not knowing anything about the culture of the people in which the country you're visiting, right? They just go there thinking that everything's like America, right? Everything's like America. Everybody's democratic. Everybody, is not super misogynistic. Everything is like super feminist or whatever you believe, right? Americans really believe that wherever they go, like, their cultural customs are the same. And so they go out there without any research. You got that guy who got caught climbing up a pyramid. You guys remember that, when he was like climbing up a holy pyramid and people were like looking at him and yelling at him because you're not supposed to climb up the stairs. Right. Completely disrespecting the culture. You got that chick who went to Dubai and yelled at a man, got booked. You know what I mean? Because she was yelling at a man in that country that's punishable by jail time. Like, so like I said, it's just, we have so many examples of like just Americans being ignorant and just like choosing to like just disregard cultural customs. And it's like, yo, come on, America. Y'all make us look bad, man. What the
bro? These people going to these countries, bro, it's always some dumbass white college kid, bro. It's always some motherfucker like 19, 20, like, oh God, I'm backpacking, mom. And then his mom think he in like Germany somewhere. This motherfucker's in North Korea. Like trying to be like, trying to sneak something in. Nigga, you get caught like this. they know that you're not from there. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? Like, so your dumbass go over there, and when they give them 20 years, I'll be the one person in the living room like, thank God, bro. I'll be like, listen, but then 5 years later, I guess they forgetting another dumbass white person go right over there and be like, oh, well, I'm gonna hang out in North Korea. You can't just go hang out in North Korea, bro. Like you try to leave, they shoot you for leaving. Like you can't, like, it's not that kind of party. Y'all got it fucked up. And like you mentioned the custom stuff, the chick in Dubai, you deserve that. Like, you can't be out there. Listen, Dubai, you can't do what you do over out there. Like, you could do that shit in Philly or Houston or New York.
Right.
You can't be out there talking this rah shit. No. You going to jail.
I mean, I agree. And what I'll add to this is that, like, it's examples like this that also remind me is, like, as much as people complain about, let's say, America, I often tell myself there's nowhere else I would rather live. You know what I mean? I live in a country at least where women can learn how to read and write. Women can wear whatever they want. Women can drive a car. Where we, you know what I mean? Where we don't have to be a certain religion. You know, like, I just love being in America. It has its problems. It has its flaws, of course, too. But, like, can't think of anywhere else where I'd want to be right now. You know what I mean? Because you go somewhere else and it's like, yo, what is going on? Listen, you know what I mean? They still got child labor. Like, they got, like...
you go to protest in Iran. You go to Syria. You go to some kind of African country. You complain enough, you might end up just dead. They might be tired of hearing you complain and be like, listen, let's just kill this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just... The Russian president, Vladimir Putin, is known to literally assassinate his political opponents. They die. Like, he kills them. And it's not a surprise. It's not, they just end up in the bottom of the lake somewhere with concrete shoes on, getting their fish eyes poked out by fish. Like, they'd be dead. Like, America is one of the few places you can talk this shit and be cool. Probably anywhere. I mean, the Western world. You can do the shit in England, Australia, you know, those Scandinavian countries. In America, Canada, and that's about it. Mexico, maybe the cartel might cut that shit off, chop your fucking head off or something. But
no, that's real, bro. Y'all remember, Chelsea? Do you remember that time when there was a journalist in India, and she was doing a recording, and then her camera like shut off, the light of her camera shut off like mid interview because I guess the battery died, and there was like a horde of like men behind her, and apparently after the camera died, you know, she was assaulted. Whether I said allegedly, I'm not saying this is true, but like you know, in India there was also that case of that couple. And they took the girlfriend on a bus, and like 20 dudes went to have at it with her. You know what I mean? Like, stuff like that happens in certain countries. And so it's just like, you wouldn't just travel to India without knowing, like, alone as a woman, without, like, I just feel like you have to be knowledgeable. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just travel somewhere and just not know how certain people get down, or how some people view, like, either people of the opposite sex, or like, I don't know, man. Like I said, it's truly, I don't know if it's a unique American thing, but like, bro, like we have this tendency to do this, to just travel and just like just be idiots. So
listen,
it's fine to travel. You just got to do your research for wherever you're going.
Right.
First of all, it's just understood. Don't fucking travel to Sentinel. What is Sentinel Island? Don't go to Sentinel Island. Don't go there. Like, that's just, you shouldn't go there. You shouldn't go to North Korea. You shouldn't go to like some kind of war zone. You shouldn't go. These places you shouldn't go, because you might die. You might end up dead. You might wake up dead.
You could.
Yeah.
You could, so, man. Yeah.
But some Americans are like ignorant and entitled, and they think they can still just go and it'll be different for them.
Yeah, they think it'll be different. Remember when Sukihana went somewhere and she was like twerking all over the, like, in public spaces out. What was it? It was
like
country.
England. It was like England or some shit.
And people were just looking at her like, girl, what are you doing?
She got off the plane and she was like, I be, you know that song? She'd be like, I be eating that ass. That song. Yo, she was, the old white lady was looking at her like, and I guess she was just happy to be there type shit. She's like, all right, well, I'm out here talking crazy in front of these white people. The white lady was looking at her like, yuck, like, you are gross. Like, that was embarrassing. I mean, I was embarrassed. I'm not even her. So,
right. So yeah, this was interesting, Ty, and family. As I know, like, if y'all travel, please know a little bit about the culture. You know what I mean? Don't just go there thinking that everybody does things the way we do, and go with respect and humility and a willingness to be open and to learn. You know what I mean? Like, people respond positively to that, as opposed to just ignorance or just like assumption and stereotype. So
let's hope the nigga was live streaming. He got like 10 million views on YouTube and got all his fucking money. Because you about to go to jail, bro. Like, you better have made it worth it. Like, there had to be some like incredible benefit to it. Because when I see these white motherfuckers be getting thrown up in North Korean jails, it don't seem like they didn't even get anything for it. They just was like, They got a picture like
Right.
2-piece son, and then they got their ass thrown in a camp for 20 years. Like, nigga, was the picture worth it? Like, was the picture worth you digging coal for 20 years and eating a fish a week? Like was that worth it?
That's wild.
Anyway, well, at least nigga get out, he gonna be shredded when he get out, because that diet crazy. But let me know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.
Next time.